Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Madam President. These are strange times indeed. In my 5 years as a Chief of Staff to a state rep, my 4 years as a state rep, and my 11 months as a state senator now, never have I seen a resolution crafted solely for the purpose of providing political cover for voting for a specific bill. Today, with the passage of Senate Resolution 95, this chamber has effectively cheapened every resolution we'll ever pass again. It has undercut the serious nature of what it means for the Michigan Senate to convey its feelings to our constituents or our representatives in the federal government. When we take an official act as a governmental body and use it for blatant political purposes, it indeed takes away our credibility for the future. Senate Resolution 95, which denounces the Affordable Care Act while letting the Tea Party know that their Republican senators really didn't mean to vote to create President Obama's health care exchange, which they in fact just did, sets a terrible precedent in which political pandering takes place not just through words, but through official government actions. This two-faced tactic is straight out of the right-wing playbook. And I don't use the term playbook rhetorically. The American Legislative Exchange Council, a conservative political group that sponsors several junkets each year around the country to in fact indoctrinate Republican legislators with extreme libertarian concepts, has actually produced a 32-page document entitled The State Legislator's Guide to Repealing Obamacare. How disingenuous. This is the far-right organization funded by none other than the Koch brothers, who have pushed dangerous policies on everything from privatizing public schools to repealing the Glass-Steagall protections that kept banks from gambling in securities, and are major behind-the-scenes benefactors to the Tea Party. To illustrate just how extreme these folks are, this is the same family that ran around the country in the 1950s calling our president, Dwight Eisenhower, a communist. My friends, I might have a different opinion if the American Legislative Exchange Council put out a document called The State Legislator's Guide to Expanding Access to Health Care, or State Legislator's Guide to Rebuilding the Economy, or a guide to do anything other than impede or roll back what has been widely accepted as progress. But their motivation is not derived from creating a better, more prosperous state or nation. It's to increase their own profits at the expense of the people we all were elected to represent. And now, the Koch brothers and their countless dollars have been successful in penetrating this chamber, successful in convincing so many members to use a Senate resolution to protect their own political well-being, and successful in undermining the gravitas of any statement this chamber makes in the future. Thank you, Madam President. I ask that today's comments, my comments today, be printed in the Journal.